Another muscle that suffers heavily with pelvic floor problems will be the iliacus muscle because of its origin area inside the ilium. So again, if the pelvic floor is not stable, then the pubis will be hypermobile, which means that the ilium isn't staying in one place when the iliacus tries to shorten. So one thing to remember, and we're getting it in on video, so it'll be out there in case you need to check again, is that sometimes I will be testing the hip flexors, and rectus femoris is good, psoas is good, iliacus, oops, not good. If it's just the iliacus, there's a high probability that the pubic symphysis is not, it has a joint fall, right? So it's important to check. In fact, hey, let's check that. Check that. Because there's a way to mobilize the pubic symphysis and stabilize it without you having to do anything that seems untoward. Face up on the table. Okay. So I'm going to check this iliacus and lift this leg to the ceiling. Right leg to the ceiling, sorry. That was my cueing. Okay. Lift your right leg to the ceiling and lift. So the more we go towards rectus femoris, the stronger it gets. The more we get to iliacus, the more it shows up positive. All right. Now, I'm going to palpate the adductors because I want to see which one's tighter. The tighter side will probably be pulling that pubis caudally, right? So that means that the adductor attachments here become the origin and the insertion attachments are at the pubics and it's pulling this way. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to hook your fingertips around the edge of your right pubic bone. And I want you to get these fingertips just above the left pubic bone. And I want you to, okay, and then bend your knees, feet on the table, knees up. Okay, now I want you to squeeze your knees together and gently pull this pubis cranially and press this pubis caudally. So squeeze your knees gently and breathe. Breathe. Press down on the left, pull up on the right. Breathing, squeeze and breathe, Okay,
oh
relax.
My gosh.
Okay, relax. Good. We go back and test the iliacus again. And lift up. Lift. Beautiful. Lift up. They're all testing better. Lift.
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm combining two techniques I've learned into one, having the client assist. Now, it's much better for them to be feeling around their pubic region like that than it is for a male practitioner, right?
Yep.
No argument there, right? So this way, I get to keep it ethically and morally a good mobilization. And then I get to add to it, because I can't do that to the pubic bones and do this part. By having them squeeze their knees against my arm, squeeze their knees together against my arm here, they're activating their adductors. And what that does momentarily is it opens the pubic bones away from each other a little bit. But because we're guiding them back into position, because this one was caudal to the left, right one was caudal to the left one. By having the client use that pressure, while the pubis was being separated by the adductor tension, they were able to guide the right pubis cranially until it realigned with the left pubis.